Well, hey everyone. Over the past couple days, I've been doing these videos about the differences between like the Masoretic text of the Hebrew Bible and the Septuagint, and like did the Dead Sea Scrolls help out at all, any of that kind of stuff. And I got a really good question through the comments that was like, "Hey, are there any good resources to look at any of this kind of stuff?" And while the best resource, of course, is going to the Dead Sea Scrolls website, you can actually see the facsimiles of all of they've done a pretty good job at copying and facsimiling all of them, or pretty close to all of what they've got. If you don't read ancient Hebrew, Greek, Aramaic, it's going to be very difficult to really know what's going on. So that can be kind of tricky. Some people have actually gone the painstaking process of translating them in English and that kind of stuff. But one of the resources I picked up recently is this book right here by Penguin Books, and it is the complete Dead Sea Scrolls in English, translated from Greek, Aramaic, and Hebrew into English. Now, what you need to know about this before you pick this up is that these are the non-biblical texts, okay? They don't have the Great Isaiah Scroll in them. They don't have Jeremiah, don't have any of the Psalms in them, any of those kind of things. What they do have, and Genesis, I think there's a Genesis one, there's a couple others. What they do have, though, is all the rest of the stuff in here, like the parts of the Book of Enoch that they have. They have, there's tons of stuff in here. I can go through the list here, but it's really kind of a cool thing. If you want to know what's in the collection of the Dead Sea Scrolls, you have the Rule of Life that they had. The War Scroll is in here. They have all kinds of poems and psalms that aren't apocryphal psalms that aren't in the canon of Scripture. They've got a bunch of extra stuff in here. Book of Enosh and Enoch, the Jubilees, Book of Giants. They've got the Words of Moses. They've got the Moses Apocryphon. They've got the Genesis Apocryphon. Commentaries that they wrote, this community wrote. So it's all of that. The extra biblical stuff is all in here. So if you're interested in that, you can pick this up. It's kind of a really cool resource. So otherwise, you're just gonna have to Google it and try to find somebody who's interpreted the actual biblical text into English. Then you can kind of compare and contrast.